I do feel stress. It's different. There's a lot of planning, way more because it's something where you have to communicate with the parents, you have to communicate with the children, you have to make sure the steps are very clear. Whereas when you are in the classroom, a lot of shortcuts could be taken because you're in the classroom, you could improvise, you could explain things while they're there in the classroom, versus now you have challenges online. How do they use the laptops? How do they use technology? How much information do they know? Some students, they know more than others. And then you have the parents. Not all the parents know how to use technology. Sometimes communications are misleading to them, and or information is misunderstood. So that happens quite often. And so it's just, how do you reach them? There's so many different ways to communicate online, and you almost have to do different things just so you can cover the whole everybody in your class. Explain it, bam, you're done, and you're excused, right? You remember some of you? You did excellent.
During distance learning, it will be important to incorporate social emotional learning through wide ranges. Teachers will be trying to implement it with their students during videos, lessons, and it's also important for parents to be able to work with their student on those social emotional learning needs as well.
I believe that SEL would really help distance learning. I think that would help clear their minds and know that they can, really think things through, not just, they have to just take a step back.
SEL is really important, especially in the younger grades, because you're really learning how to deal with a ton of emotions. Being able to understand that it's okay if we're angry, but then being able to see how we can have skills of dealing with those emotions throughout our life. So hopefully when you get those in the younger grades, you could take that with you into middle school and high school and into your adult lives.
Everybody sitting with your feet flat on the ground. We're facing the camera. Our bodies are relaxed. Bodies are relaxed. We don't have anything in our hands. We're going to listen to the sound.
Mindfulness is kind of a way of being able to, we do like some deep breathing exercises, or being able to really bring yourself to ready to learn position.
I wanted to make it a little different for the kids, to know that they don't have to just sit. Yes, so it was a little bit of breathing, stretching, dancing, and then back to stretching and then breathing. That was the plan.
Wake up your whole body.
Okay, you guys, ready?
First, so wiggling your toes in your shoes.
Wiggle your toes in your shoes.
Rock forward and backwards.
Forward and backwards.
Circles with your arms.
Big circle.
Careful not to hit your neighbors. Then let's circle in the other direction.
Other direction. Monday.
Shake out your arms all the way down to your fingers.
It's going to be really important right now for everyone, even though they are working from home, setting up some routines, setting up daily schedules, having that little place that that you're going to work at every day. Taking breaks to be able to stretch and get wiggles out that you need. Finding little things to help ourselves, even if it's to go outside and sit for 3 minutes and drink some water and take a walk and then get back to learning and sitting there and doing it. Finding ways to be able to deal with the stress of it. And hopefully that this is gonna be a blessing in disguise someday, and these kids are gonna be so technology savvy as they're starting at such a young age, but doing whatever you need to do to get through it.
I think the kids would probably prefer being in class. They love to socialize. They probably miss running around in the field. Just that interaction. I believe they miss that a lot. Because right now they're just in the home. And I think the change of scenery, the environment, I think they miss that a lot. Especially, what I hear a lot is that they miss their friends. And so what I see online when they return from recess or from lunch and the camera's on, but it's not time for class yet, they embrace the time that they have together. While they're just seeing each other and you see them, they'll share their toys, they'll show their toys on the camera, and you can see that they're hungry for that interaction, and that's the closest that they can come to having that, and that's being safe at this time.